Hi everyone, my name is Mike Chilufya. I'm a partner in the corporate commercial department at a law firm called Mulenga Mundashi Legal Practitioners in Lusaka, Zambia. Mulenga Mundashi Legal Practitioners is one of the leading and corporate commercial law firms that has acted on a number of critical mineral projects and looks forward to being part of the discussion at the Mining Indaba next week in Cape Town.
How is your firm positioned to support the future-proofing of Zambia's critical minerals sector?
Our firm has been in existence for a number of years now. Just last year we were celebrating our silver jubilee, and based on the lengthy experience over time, we've been privileged enough to successively advise or guide on a number of mineral projects for various investors in the country, from exploration to production, including obtaining of licenses and compliance. And as such, leveraging on that experience, we are of the view that we obviously fit into the agenda of future-proofing the mining sector, as we've been privileged to understand both local and both local regulation and international best practices when it comes to future-proofing of the mining sector.
What are the key challenges facing international investors in Zambia's critical minerals sector, particularly regarding industrialization and local content?
Obviously, there could be a number of challenges, but I think based on our experience, some of the key challenges that are dominant or predominant, you find that one, it is around the ever-evolving regulatory framework. Even as we speak today, there are a number of legislation that have since been enacted, and you have to see how that then fits into the agenda of future-proofing the mining sector. So regulatory framework becomes one challenge, and then the second challenge has to do with the structuring of investment to ensure that it fits into both the topical issue of local content requirements as well as international best practices. Then the last, I think, key challenge that we've seen is issue around community relations as well as the topic around social license. So these are, I think, the three critical challenges that, based on our experience, we've seen recently.
How do you see Zambia's role in maximizing Africa's critical minerals potential?
Well, I mean, Zambia is, I think, strategically placed, and that is why probably it's also, I think, the reason why the Lobito, I think, corridor also passes through Zambia because of the endowment in the copper resources that it has. And to that extent, I think copper becomes very resourceful to the topic around global energy transition as well as the agenda for electric vehicles.
What changes have you observed in mining sector regulations, and how does this affect investors' ability to deliver effective net zero strategies?
Well, there's been a number of regulatory changes, most of which I think are anchored on ensuring that there's transparency and local benefit for the minerals, and then extending the benefit to the locals. We've seen, I think, the recent strategy on critical minerals. I think there's been talk around local content. So yeah, I think those are some of the changes that we've seen, of course, with a new act which is yet to take effect, as well as the new act around the agenda for climate change.
How does your firm support the government's vision for industrializing Africa through mining?
I think it's being able to not only advise on the mining operation aspect, but to advise on the entire chain development over and above the mining operation. You bring into context the areas and the communities in which they operate and understanding those dynamics.
How are you helping clients adopt game-changing technologies in Zambia's mining sector?
I think over time, we've had to sort of upskill to be able to meet some of our clients' needs as they operate into their mining sector, because technology has become quite crucial. And I think even as you may have read or heard, recently one of the new entrants in the mining sector uses AI technology to be able to undertake exploration. And for our firm, we've been able to train our staff that can then be able to advise on automation regulation, data protection regulation, and to the extent that there's mining innovation, intellectual property as well.
How do you help clients prioritize health and safety while meeting broader ESG requirements in mining projects?
Obviously, ESG is also one of the critical topics, and again, I think as a firm we have a team that largely advises our clients on that, with health and safety being the cornerstone as we interact with our mining clients.
What advice would you give to international investors seeking to participate in maximizing Africa's critical minerals potential?
Well, I mean, I think what would be advising is that probably as you bring in your investment, it must be looked at as from a long-term perspective, and in particular with the theme on future-proofing the mining sector. Over and above mining operations, you need to understand the community and the ever-changing dynamics.
Do you have a concluding message for your readers?
We look forward to meeting our clients, and please do find time to read the article to get more insight on how you can bridge those gaps as and when you're looking to invest into the country. Thanks.